Hi sellers, I'm so excited to be back on stage here at eBay Open. And while you've probably seen and heard me around this week, to reintroduce myself, I'm Rebecca Michals, Director of Community and Seller Engagement. I've been at eBay for a little over 2 years, and I'm a seller just like you. I actually just sold a pair of yellow high heels. I love shoes, and I sell a lot of shoes. I'm excited to spend this segment talking about something that I am so passionate about, our seller community, the up and running grants, and I'm even more excited to welcome Liz O'Kane and Angie Cardona-Nelson on stage with me. Hi, Liz and Angie. It's so great to see you today.
It's great to be here.
Super excited for day 3 of eBay Open.
Welcome, and thank you for being here. But before we get started, Angie and Liz, can you tell me a little bit about yourselves?
Yeah, so I've been selling on eBay for way over 15 years. And my husband and I own an electronic recycling company here in Northern California. And so what we do is we collect all of the retired equipment from businesses, school districts, and government agencies. And because of eBay, we've been able to divert tons of e-waste from the landfills by giving items a second chance. And now we have a big warehouse and 14 employees, and the store is big.
Wow. How about you, Liz?
I'm Liz O'Kane, owner of Colorado Reworn. I am a work at home, work by myself, for myself person from my home, no warehouse, no employees. I sell mostly a new and used fashion with a couple of other things thrown in there.
Well, again, welcome to both of you. We're going to talk to you today about the eBay community commitment and all of the resources that you have as an eBay seller. Now, when it comes to our seller community and engagement team, our commitment is to build connections, provide information, and inspire you to manage and grow your businesses. Jamie talked about how the eBay community is the real power of our platform. And our ongoing commitment is to helping all small business sellers thrive, and it's because of the way that you are committed to your businesses and your customers. Now, there are many ways that you can be involved with the community, either on or off eBay. You can share your feedback with us, get support, have a little bit of fun maybe. The channels are eBay for Business channels on social, eBay Academy, which is a free learning platform, Seller Center events like this one, local meetups, and of course the online community forums on ebay.com, one of the most important. Now, both Liz and Angie have been active in the eBay community for many years. They not only participate in the community in pretty much every way that I touched on, but they also are involved in their local communities and have advocated on your behalf on Capitol Hill and in state legislatures with our government relations team. Now, Liz, you are an immensely hard worker. I've gotten to know that over the few years, and you've grown your business over those years. That said, nobody does it alone. So can you tell us, how has being a part of the seller community helped you grow and succeed in your business?
So the seller community has been an immense help to me. I use my community as a way of learning. There are so many sellers out there willing to share their experiences. I've gotten a lot of great tips and tricks that I've incorporated into my business to make me a better seller. On the flip side, there's the social aspect of it, which when you think about it, I'm working by myself. So I get that little bit of social interaction, kind of like a water cooler, right? At work, if you will. And along the way with that, I've made so many great friends that I've become close with, and, even outside of selling, which has been a tremendous help for me as a person and a business owner.
I love that metaphor of the water cooler. One of the things about selling on eBay, so many people are selling alone by themselves, and being able to provide a place for sellers to get to know each other, have fun, get information and share those tips, super, super important. And we're really excited about being able to provide that. Now, Angie, you are extremely empowering, and you're involved in the community and involved in your own community, and you employ single moms and offer them a better life. So how has being a part of the seller community and especially empowering these women helped you to grow and succeed in your business?
Well, thank you. That's a lot to the answer, because what happens is right before 2020, the businesses owned by all women were just like on the rise. And when 2020 happened, we had to make decisions whether we stay at the house with our kids or do we go to work. And luckily for me, because of eBay and the opportunities that it offers me and the flexibility that we have, I didn't have to make that choice. Therefore, I was able to provide my employees with that same flexibility, especially the single moms. And so we work around it, our schedules, and they feel secure, they feel empowered, and they have that confidence that they actually are learning a whole lot more, and I'm delegating tasks to them so then I can focus on growing the business. Like this summer alone, we just hired 4 high schoolers to be with us and teaching them the ethics and, what it's like the real world to work and have your own bank account and payroll and all that kind of fun stuff. So it's a win-win for everyone.
Oh, I love that you are passing this along even to the next generation. That's amazing. So we are here to hopefully gently persuade you to get even more involved in the seller community because like Angie and Liz, we see how much it helps sellers grow both personally and as a business. It's also a great way to get tips for selling on eBay from other sellers and updates straight from eBay teams. And speaking of updates and tips, I'm really excited to announce today that we are launching a seller newsletter next quarter. And it's going to highlight selling categories, YouTube videos from other sellers, and current buyer trends. This newsletter will be another resource for sellers to help them manage and grow their business. And in addition to the newsletter, we're also launching a new podcast. This podcast will dive into stories from sellers about how they started selling on eBay, what their passion is. And some of the first episodes are going to feature sellers that you've heard from today. This new podcast also will launch next quarter, and I cannot wait for you to hear these sellers' stories. But what I'm really, really excited about for today is the 2022 Up and Running grantee announcement. Now, in a few minutes, we'll be announcing the 2022 grantees, but first, let's hear a little bit about how being awarded a grant has helped Angie and Liz. It's in our DNA to empower and create economic opportunity for entrepreneurs, and we are very excited to be able to build on our commitment to small businesses by continuing this program. eBay has been giving out grants under a number of different programs for years. Some of you may know the Shine Awards that were given at eBay Open prior to the pandemic, and of course now eBay has the Up and Running grant program that was started in 2020. We partner with Hello Alice and have committed $1.5 million, funding 150 small businesses across the U.S., $500,000 annually to 50 eBay sellers who exemplify the best of seller on eBay. It's been great to see how our grantees have been using their grants to support their businesses. So Angie, it's been 5 years since you were the grand prize winner of the 2017 Shine Award as Small Business of the Year. Look, it's risky to take your time and put your heart and soul out there about your business in these applications. So, real talk, why should sellers take the time to apply for any grant that might help their business?
Well, it's risky, but it's worth it. So we all, as sellers, we have a story to tell. We all have a purpose, and we all have a passion one way or the other. And so we get so busy with our everyday, hustling and grinding and our to-do list that we forget that there is resources out there that wants us to grow our business and to be better and help us take the burdens off us. And then that, our how and our why might inspire others. And eBay is looking for inspiration. And so this is a great opportunity to apply and to take the burdens off you. Some extra cash doesn't hurt anyone.
Speaking of the extra cash, what are the impacts of winning the grant and how's it helped you all the way through to today?
Yeah, absolutely. So we, our employees saw the first gift because we were able to give them a little bonus as a token of appreciation. We don't do this alone; it's a teamwork. And then we were able to pay some debts. And after that, really was the impact of the exposure, the traffic, really that eBay brought to us, and the sales skyrocketed, and therefore it's just like a domino effect, right? And so we just went to the next level just because, we applied for a grant.
I really love that you pass it on to your employees. That's wonderful. Now, Liz, when you applied, you were also taking that same risk, believing in yourself, but you had and still have a really clear vision, and you articulated your business priorities and told us your story. So what impacts did this grant have to your business immediately?
So I was a 2020 up and running grant recipient. As we all know, 2020 was kind of a trying year. So my immediate impact, my sourcing was impacted at the beginning of that year. I was able to take some of that money and go and confidently bulk buy items to keep my business going. And kind of like Angie, paid off a little bit of debt that it incurred in the beginning of the year and was able to buy equipment to help my business run a little more efficiently.
So why should sellers take that risk, take the time to apply for any grant that might help their business?
I think Angie hit it great. Why not? But really, when you think about applying for a grant, this is money that doesn't have to get paid back. If you are in business, your business is worth it. We go to work every day. We work so hard. I applied for this grant from my recliner. It took me 45 minutes, and I just poured my true heart and soul into it, what I was really thinking, my true answers, and put myself out there. 45 minutes was definitely worth the time. So I would encourage everybody to apply for the grant.
Thank you, Liz. I just love hearing these stories, and I could listen to these two, well, really any of the 100 grant winners, 150 later after today. I could listen to them tell their stories all day long. And as Liz and Angie said, this really, truly could be one of you. And as you heard on day one from Jamie, I am so excited that in 2023, we are once again committing $500,000 in grants to the Up and Running program. Applications will open in 2023, so make sure to stay in touch with the eBay community to get all of the updates and know when it's time to start your application. And next up, Andrea, Barrick, and Adam will be on stage to announce our amazing winners from 2022. And if you were at a live event and happen to see one of these faces, make sure to congratulate them. Or if you know them from other community events, social media, wherever, reach out and help share our excitement with them. And we cannot wait to share their stories with you. We thank you all. Thank you so much for attending eBay Open, and thank you for participating in the community. Thank you for participating in the community. All of these programs demonstrate our ongoing commitment to helping all small business sellers thrive. As we continue to educate you through all of our connection points, you continue to inspire us, and we love that we can give you the tools and resources you need to grow your business. I want to thank Liz and Angie for taking the time to be here with me at Open today. Thank you both so much for being here.
Thank you for inviting us.
Thank you.